and I believe we should be peaches and gravy. Don't ask me what the fuck that was, guys. I don't know. Anyway, hope everyone's doing okay today. Okay, I think we are good. Tube! What is up, my guy? So, yeah! Like I said, honestly not sure if we continue with John, if we focus on Arlo again, if Byron's just gonna fucking show up. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome, Musica. Welcome. Guys, welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary, brought to you by Uru-chan. Welcome, just some guy. Bro, a lot of people have death flags right now. Let's be 100% real. Miriam, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's big. That's big money right there. Guys, last week on Unordinary, everyone in Wellston's talking about Unordinary. Everyone's talking about Unordinary. Everyone's just like, oh my god, this book is so good. And Kean was kind of like, hey, are we gonna do something about this, fam? And Vaughn's like, bro, this shit is gas. So yeah, he just said like, hey, like my time here is fleeting. There's really no reason for me to like step in right now. They're finding common ground, and that's good. So we then cut to John prepping for the combat class. He kind of was focusing on his ability. He mentions how he's able to do a basic strength enhancement, knocks the bag back. Everyone walks in. He basically tells Evie's like, hey, I hope everything's okay. John was like, my dad's dead. They were like, and he's like, let's get to class. I'm dealing with it. So he shows them the combo they're gonna practice and everything. Wyatt then like starts kind of mumbling, hearing about how William, John's dad, is the one who wrote it. And John's like, hey, speak up, bitch. Wyatt speaks up. And John's like, yeah, that's true. My dad did it. My dad did write it. The Bureau killed him because he wrote it. And everyone's kind of like, oh, so they start practicing. John's like, yo, these guys are ass. And so Dylan was in like, John, I think I have it down. And John was like, okay, show me. And John was just like, this kid is ass. Slaps the shit out of Dylan. No, really, he was kind of like, what chance do these guys have? My dad didn't have a chance. So he just kind of slaps Dylan to the floor, leaves, goes to the roof thinking about wanting everything to just end. He wants to fight the Bureau. Welcome, Partap. Welcome, Solo. Welcome, Felipe. And he was just kind of like thinking like, I don't care what happens. I just want to fight the Bureau. Remy shows up and he's like, hey, everything's going to go with Unordinary. John was like, cool, thanks. And Remy was like, hey, are you all right, man? And John was like, I want to die, Remy. And Remy was like, hey, I've been there, man. It's okay. Like, if you feel yourself starting to slip, think long term. And John thought long term. John did think long term. And Remy was also, welcome, Kyle. And Remy was also like, hey, oh, by the way, Vaughn's getting removed soon. When that does happen, we're probably going to have to bounce the fuck out of here. So, you know, do you have a place to go? And John checked out Cameron's card, didn't really say anything. Remy was like, hey, if you want, you can come with us. And John was like, you really think I'd be a good vigilante? And Remy was like, hey, it'd be really fitting for the son of W.H. Doe, which I totally agree. Partap, I did see your theory earlier on the video. I do definitely think that could happen. I definitely think it is possible. But that's where we are today. So guys, we are here. Now, guys, while we still have time before the episode officially comes out, I do want to remind everyone during stream tonight, and actually I'm gonna pin this comment, but during stream tonight, guys, either put in the comments or just be thinking about an ability. As you guys know, we're doing a community Unordinary OC. We're doing a community OC. We need his ability now. We need his ability, and because he's a high tier, you guys also need to think about what his passive could be with the ability that you recommend. We have one suggestion so far, ability rot, which was recommended by Colton. But guys, be thinking about abilities for Hendrick to have. Put them in the chat down below as we kind of go through. So just a quick reminder for what's up with Hendrick. So his name is Hendrick. Welcome, animation. Welcome. His name is Hendrick. He's a boy with blue hair and silver eyes. He's a 5.9 on the ability level. He is a third-year student at Wellston. He's 5'8", and he has a hairstyle similar to Yu Kanda. What was this from? D Gray Matter, I think. Let's see. Oh, also, no abilities similar to main casters or Kuyo. He is already enough like Kuyo. We don't need him to be like Kuyo again. Let's see. Where is it? This is the hairstyle that he has. Welcome, Mohammed. Welcome, Nin. Welcome, Yahir. So this is the hairstyle we got. Like I said, he's already similar enough to Kuyo. We don't need him to have a blade-based ability. His level is 5.9, Felipe. 5.9. All right. Okay. I think we're live now, guys. I think we're. Oh, wait. I was gonna put this. Okay. So there we go. Okay, are we good? What? It's time, Uru. What is this? Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. So, here we go. House, I don't think we've ever seen this before. This definitely isn't Cameron's house. It's like a white house with like blue lining and everything. It's got like a fence. Cassandra's house, Valerie's house. Kean cannot be a fucking turncoat. Oh my god. So Kean's walking up to the house. He's got some kind of package. What does that say? Oh, it's a pie? It's a pie. So Kean has a pie. And it's Vaughn. Oh my god. Hold up. I'm gonna throw this out there right now. If Vaughn and Kean are in some kind of relationship, that's just gonna be adorable. I think kind of weird considering that, like, you know, it's a workplace relationship. I don't know, but you know, I'm just saying. Kean, don't turncoat on Vaughn. Vaughn is kind of dressed up though. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, Vaughn, Kean, welcome. I brought pie. Uru's pies. We have Uru's burritos. We have Uru's pies. Okay, so Kean's just like, I brought pie. UnOrdinary episode 337. So, oh wait. So they're setting up dinner. Vaughn's got like a tea set and everything. There's 2 cups, but I am wondering, are they prepping like for other guests? Anyway, Vaughn does like tea. So, Vaughn, yes? You never thought about starting a family? Isn't it lonely living in a place like this all by yourself? Okay. I guess they're just homies. Bro, absolutely, Tube. Absolutely. We got the food industry in a stranglehold. It doesn't bother me. I'm rarely home anyway. When you're in a position like mine, it's hard to not become a burden to those around you. That's from a high ranking position, as well as a, hey, I'm a fucking criminal position too. It's hard not to become a burden to those around you. Besides, I'm content just working on my garden. The tulips are coming in nicely. Well, what about you, Kean? Pushing 30 and you still haven't found yourself a partner yet. This old man's getting worried. I've given up. All my dates ghost me once I tell them about my history. No one wants to deal with a problematic individual. I fucking called it. Okay. We don't know if it's going to happen yet. We don't know if it's true yet. But I did say, what if Kean was one of the people that, like, Vaughn had to readjust, like, rehabilitate and everything? Okay. Don't be so pessimistic. There are plenty who will understand that. You were born into circumstances outside of your control. We're getting Kean backstory? Being a late bloomer doesn't automatically make you a monster. And it's fucking Kean in the cuffs. He's got Inumaki's hairstyle. He has Inumaki's hairstyle from Jujutsu Kaisen. We don't see who's with him. We just see a shoulder. Actually, I beg to differ. Now you're just being stubborn. Build some worthwhile connections. It'll be good for you. I have you. You practically raised me. I don't count. I meant people closer to your age. How's Darren doing these days? Someone's coming up. What is it? We're surrounded. I guess it's time. They're not... What? No War of Wellston? Are you kidding me? Red. Cassandra. Cassandra's knocking out... Wait, no, Cassandra couldn't be. Would she? Okay. And so Vaughn walks forward, like, Kean just grabs him. Wait! Don't go with them. They'll hurt you. I'll be fine. Good evening. It is Cassandra. Miss Cassandra, Mr. Byron, what can I do for you? The Bureau believes you have been inattentive to your role as headmaster of Wellston Private High School. There's a lot of cop cars. You have been charged with negligence, intentional misguidance of your students. Those are crimes? Welcome, Jay Saber. Welcome. And for conspiring against the authorities. Here are our findings. Employment Records, Bureau of Authority, Telekinesis. We were instructed to escort you to the Bureau for further questioning. In the meantime, we have a warrant to search your place. While this case is active, your position as headmaster will be temporarily suspended. I suppose I have no choice but to head over and explain myself. We appreciate your cooperation, sir. And Cassandra's kind of like, huh? Mr. Kean? What's he doing here? So we just got cops. All right, let's clear this place out. Roger that. ... Federal. Cass. Yes, sir. He may seem compliant, but take caution. We'll be right behind you. He's in the cuffs. I hope those cuffs aren't too uncomfortable for you, Mr. Vaughn. Anything to help the others feel more at ease. Now's my chance to ask some questions. Fair, Tube. Very fair. I noticed you had Mr. Kean over for dinner. Are you two close? You could say that. He was one of my students back in the day. A student? That's right. Back when I was a readjustment instructor. I called that shit. Uru! Send me my check, please. Send me my check. You owe me my check, Uru. Oh, God. Ugh. I do not like the look of young Vaughn. Anyway. Kean was a juvenile delinquent. A late bloomer with quite a violent history. Well then, the Bureau should thank you for your services. The fact that Mr. Kean is now Wellston's head of security means he's come a long way. He sure has. Though, I would have preferred if he had found a job independent of me. Kean's reliant on Vaughn, it seems. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They're going to find something on Vaughn and Kean's going to put up a fight. Oh, fuck. Okay. I've done my best to guide him over the years. But it's hard to deny. He's become a bit overprotected. He took out the cops. Damn right I got the Sharingan, Miriam. I just did that shit again. He gets in the cop car. Sounds like you've done a lot for him. Something I've learned the hard way. No matter how much you try. Oh my God. You can't force someone to change. Oh, okay. It takes time and they have to be willing. Otherwise, the results could be tragic. I'm curious, sir. When you were an instructor, what types of adjustment strategies did you apply to your students? The Bureau forbade me to speak of those classes. But I suppose there's no harm in sharing with a fellow officer. Please, enlighten me. Tube, it's very easy for someone to... Well, was Kean ever judgmental or had a bad view of John? I don't think we ever got confirmation of that necessarily. Him and Doc were definitely like, hey, you should probably do something about John. But I don't think Kean ever necessarily had I don't think Kean ever necessarily had a negative view of John. Please enlighten me. Very well. Our readjustment course involved using absolute mental force in order to guarantee that our students never offend again. Mental force. Months of repeated psychological torment is enough to destroy anybody. For years, I used my ability to crush each and every student's tenacity and confidence. I watched as the life drained out of these poor, misguided teens. You're exaggerating, Mr. Vaughn. I assure you, I'm not. I proposed many changes to the courses, but they were all denied, so I resigned. Kean was my last student. If what Vaughn's saying is true, then his recent actions almost make some sense. What do you mean almost, Cassandra? No, Uru, you were doing so good with her. The reason he's been giving us a hard time is because he doesn't want his students to go through those readjustment classes. He's trying to protect them from the Bureau itself. I believe all humans are born open-minded and well-intentioned. It's too bad the society encourages us to act otherwise. Well said, Vaughn. The grid's up. Yeah, but animation, that's not the same as saying I don't like Jean or having a negative view of Jean. That's just stating a fact. The grid's up. What the heck? What? Did he just like conjure up a grid to just launch cars everywhere? Boom. What the? One glows. Careful! It's coming from below us. Cassandra uses her particles to like spin the car around it. And Kean just steps forward. Miss Cassandra, kindly release the headmaster. Uru, I swear if you end it here. Fuck! No! And of course, no ability. But hold up. Hold up. What if it's called Battleship? Solo, if it's called Battleship, that's actually going to be genius. Uru. He pulls up so fucking clean. Okay. Cassandra's chill. Cassandra's not like Byron. I could see, as much as I want to see Cassandra versus Kean, as much as I want to see that, I could definitely understand Cassandra being like, hey, let's talk about this, calm down. And Vaughn obviously being like, Kean, listen to her. She could be on our side. I want to see, he pulls up so fucking hard. When this gets animated, he, like, it's literally just gonna be like freaking car swerves and everything. Kean just like gets out of the car, starts walking so fucking fly, and just being like, Miss Cassandra, kindly return the headmaster. Oh my God. Okay, hold up. Solo, you have to be onto something, because we have to remember. Okay. We know. Tube, we've known for a long time, handcuffs aren't... Okay. So Tube, for both of your questions, we've known ever since the mall incident with Remy, Blake, and Ison. We know that we have known, it is canon, the handcuffs don't do anything. People as strong as Ison could break out of the handcuffs easily. Like, that has already been established. But it's literally just like, hey, don't put up a fight. It's more of like a mental reminder of don't step out of line. Like Vaughn said, Vaughn is just being compliant. Vaughn is just making things easy for Cassandra. So like, yeah, there's that. What I think Vaughn's ability may have been, maybe like actually applying like actual pressure to the head for like massive headaches, maybe doing some shit to the brain, like moving it around or something. I don't know. For all we know, the Bureau has had Jane for years. The Bureau has had Jane for years. Who knows how old the convergent technology actually is? Maybe Vaughn was given some kind of mental ability to use for the readjustment course. We don't know. We don't know. But, yeah. Yeah. You hear, I don't think it's like, maybe it could be like Law. Honestly, Solo mentioned a good name for it. Battleship. It seems like this grid is an actual thing that he like can like set up in the like in a certain radius or in a certain area, and from what we actually see, there is just some kind of force that shoots up. So I don't think it works exactly like how Law's ability does. But that being said, what I was going to say, we saw a long time ago when John moved into the dorms, we saw that Kean was able to just easily make him and Blyke shake hands. So Kean could, I wouldn't put it past if Kean is in the 7 territory. Oh man, this is Gridmaster. That's a good name. That's a good name too. Written in. That's a good name too. I'm gonna go. All right. Question of the day: what level is Kean? What level is Kean? Let's talk about it. He pulled up so fucking hard. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh my god, Miriam, hold up. What would go harder? A black grid shooting out gold energy or a gold grid shooting out black energy? Kean versus Byron? I don't know. We don't know where Byron is right now. We don't know where Byron is. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Ah, Kean. All right. Okay. I was right about Kean's backstory. I was completely wrong about him freaking minefield. Oh my gosh. Maybe minefield could also be the name. We don't know the full ins and outs of his ability. So maybe it could be he places mines in the grid. No. Grid plus lightning. Oh my god, grid plus lightning would go so freaking hard. Uru just keeps adding to the list of abilities that we need John to copy. Oh, good point. Good point, Felipe. Let's check that out actually. Let's check that out. Battleship plus energy discharge. Oh my god, hold up. Battleship plus energy discharge. You summon the grid, and like the beams kind of come out of the ground like a laser light show, but they do actual damage. It's like that'd be so fucking wild. John with Arachnid. Yeah, we still need John with Arachnid. That is true. Ooh, okay. So Felipe, you are correct. The officers from at Darren's place, one of them does look similar to the police officer that we saw here. Let's see, where was he? Oh, right. Hold up. So this guy does look similar to one of them. However, oh wait, where did you go? What the hell? But the other guy instead has he has a mustache and a similar haircut, but the guy in this episode, his hair is like a darkish gray. It's a little hard to tell, honestly. Tube, why you gotta say that, bro? Come on, man. Not in this Christian stream. Not in this wholesome Christian stream. Oh, man. Okay. This episode also did feel really short, honestly. Guys, we're never going to know what kind of pie Kean brought. Uru, how could you... No. I refuse. I need to know. What kind of pie did Kean bring to dinner? I have to know, Uru. You can't just... Barrier plus battleship. That would go so hard. Oh, no worries, Wheel. No worries. I understand, man. Let's just double check. Let's just double check that we never see the kind of pie. We don't. Man. We don't know. We don't know, guys. We don't know. All right, we got to go to the source herself. Bro, Winter, Kean has hands. Oh my god. Okay, hold up. We don't normally do this, but this episode is actually so crazy. Guys, okay. Hold up. Guys, we don't Colton. Don't throw Cass under the bus like that. Also, bro, the freaking who said it earlier? Was it animation? No, I think it was Tube. Let's see. Tube. The Uru got the food industry in a stranglehold. Oh, apple. Oh my god, Serena, you're so right. Apple pie, because he's always eating apples. Oh my god, how could I not see it? Bro, my Sharingan is a lie. Take my eyes away. You're such a genius, Serena. Okay. By the way, interesting that Kean could sense people just with his passive. I do really that is such a good passive. That is such a good passive to have. Animation, I would love that fight too, but like, let's be real, I don't think Cassandra's gonna throw hands with John. I think Cassandra is gonna be like, John, let's talk about this. Because like, guys, Cassandra's not an enemy. Like, there's no reason for Cassandra to fight John. Anyway, guys, okay. We are gonna read this episode again. But before we do that, because we have a lot of people here right now, guys, let's talk about Hendrick's ability. What's it gonna be? So Aditya, tell me more about it. Don't just name drop abilities. So Colton recommended ability Rot. Let's see. What else was there? Okay, animation, make his ability Flames. His passive can be he takes sun heat more than others. He can take the sun. Okay, so animation, if you want to add a little more to Flames, go ahead and let me know. Aura molding, he can make things from his aura. Okay, so aura molding. So we have aura Rot, aura molding, Flames, winter. Tell us more about magnetism. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay. Bro, Miriam, I'm working on getting my Mangekyo Sharingan. Don't you even worry. Okay, so absorb kinetic energy and release it with twice the force, high defense. Absorb energy, then. Okay, so kinetic energy. And then magnetism, metal, relation. Okay. We got some good recommendations. We got some good abilities here. Ability mending. Okay. That could also work for healing, possibly. Mending. Okay. A morph power. Nah, bro. Guys, think about it though. Eisen was able to stop a truck. No. Eisen was able to stop a diesel. Okay, no. I still think that's a more power. I still think that might be a more powerful feat, actually. Because, like, Kean was flipping over cars. Distinguish. Can distinguish the components of something based on sense. Good for cooking. Sound manipulation. All right. Okay. Does anyone want to throw any abilities in last minute? Crystallize. Okay. I like that. I like that, Solo. I like that. He can shoot flames out of his hands. Okay. You also got to think here. You got to think this person is a high tier on the verge of God tier. Okay. 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 That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for abilities. So no more abilities. We're gonna put this to a poll now. We're gonna start doing some polls. So ability check. Ability check vote number 1. Okay, so Aura Rot, basically you put basically your ability, your aura is like a virus to others. It can kind of make other people lose control of their aura, and can also have high tiers lose their passives, but doesn't work as well on people of higher level. Aura Molding, using your aura to create to make constructs. Mending, putting things back together. Later, Miriam. And then Distinguish, being able to tell the components of things apart based off the senses. So that is the first batch. So we'll keep that going for a few minutes. What do you guys want out of this batch? Okay, we got some votes. Okay, so Aura Rot is in the lead right now with Aura Molding behind. Okay. I definitely think Aura Rot has won this poll. We're going to end this right now. Nah, Aura Rot is the clear winner. Nah, are people changing? Does Aura Molding want to take a last-minute victory? It would seem not. Okay, so first choice is Aura Rot. So let's get another one going. So second choice will be Flames, Sweet Dreams, Sound Manipulation, and Crystallize. So Flames, I would assume we have 6 more to go through. So there will be another poll for these next 4, and then another vote with 2 more, and then we'll have a final vote of the 3 top finalists. So Flames, I would assume basically controlling flames, being able to shoot them from like hands, feet, like whole thing, kind of like lightning and hydro freeze. So there's that. Sweet Dreams, being able to put other people to sleep. Sound Manipulation, being able to like amp out other sounds or kind of control sound. And then Crystallize, which Solo suggested, being able to sprout crystals from your body and shoot them as projectiles or use as tough armor. So here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, I heard you, Animation. I heard you. So Sound Manipulation, okay. All right, Sound Manipulation has a pretty good lead on this one, too. Bro, absolutely. Daft Punk is the shit, bro. All right. And it would seem that Sound Manipulation is the winner. Give it a little bit longer. Okay. So Sound Manipulation is up. So our last 2 for the prelims. Ability, vote 3. Kinetic energy, being able to store up energy, kinetic energy and everything, releasing it with a pretty high defense. I think that could be pretty cool. Magnetism. Magnetism, we all know how magnetism works. We've all passed 8th grade science. So, here we go. All right, so magnetism takes the lead. Magnetism also wouldn't be really good in this world because not a lot of people carry a lot of weapons. Like you could control like the metal in the area, but we haven't really seen a lot of like people mostly fight with their own weapons, like with weapons made out of energy. Realizing that now. We don't, like, yeah, you could probably stop a car. Okay. Well, also like again, like we haven't seen a lot of people fighting with like actual metallic weapons. Like I don't think we've seen a lot of bullets in the world. True though. True though. All right. Magnetism has one. Which 5 do I think are the most creative? Okay, well, let me honestly, like they're all kind of creative in their own right. Aura Rot and Aura Molding I both really liked. I like the idea of Aura Rot. It seems a little OP if I'm being honest though. Aura Molding I thought was really cool. I do really like the concept of Green Lantern like abilities, like making constructs with energy. Sound manipulation is pretty cool, and so is Crystallize. And then kinetic energy as well. Okay. Imagine controlling a knife like Yondu. All right, so we have sound manipulation. For the final vote to decide Hendrick's ability, we have sound manipulation, controlling sound itself and manipulating it. That is, I do really like that. I'm gonna be honest. I hope sound manipulation wins. Magnetism, controlling metal and stuff. Aura Rot as well, kind of corroding other people's aura, making it difficult for them to control their abilities. So let's go. Yeah, she does tube. So, here we go. There is the poll. I do hope sound manipulation wins. This is kind of my favorite out of these 3, I'll be honest. Acting out the lyrics. That would... Yo, because Cass is just like the light show at a concert. So right now, sound manipulation is in the lead, but Aura Rot is right behind it, I think. Well, like, think about it this way, Colton. With sound manipulation, you could also probably make yourself silent and undetectable. You could be hard. It could probably have like a lot of trick. You also control sounds around you. Like guys, if someone has sound manipulation, that's like terrifying shit right there. Cass would make a killing as a special effects producer. Too bad she works for a group that actually makes killings. Nice. Yeah, exactly. A migraine beam, exactly. Oh yeah, I definitely think like I think like a person with the sound manipulating ability could absolutely have like a screech or like a like sonic yell or something. So yeah, I think the highest stats would probably be trick, power, trick, power, and maybe speed. All right. Guys, it looks like we have Hendrick's ability. Hendrick has sound manipulation. Oh yeah, that's true too, Solo. That's true too. So guys, all praise Hendrick. Hendrick is just shooting migraines at people, just like. What is his passive then? I guess his passive. Who originally suggested sound manipulation? Let's see. Winter, are you still here? All right. Bro, Hendrick needs a girlfriend? I could see it. Maybe. Who knows? Hendrick, did you have a passive in mind for, or sorry, Winter, did you have a passive in mind for Hendrick? Sound manipulation 1. I think like super hearing or like very advanced hearing, I think that would be fitting for like someone with a fitting passive for someone with sound manipulation. Guys, remember when Hendrick was almost a level 10? Remember when Hendrick was almost level 10? No, we're not shipping him with someone else from the series. That is also true too. That's also kind of like why there's the thing of like don't think about it. Because a passive is just that, a passive. You can't turn it off. Yeah, it can't really be selective if it's passive. You can't necessarily turn off a passive. Okay. Let's chill out. Let's chill out. Let's chill out for a bit. Let's chill out for a bit. And let's reread this episode because it's fucking amazing. So, everyone, think of a passive and let's get to it. Let's get to it. So, Vaughn's house. Kean walks up. He's got a pie. Kean, welcome. I brought pie. UnOrdinary episode 337. Later, Solo. I hope you have a good one. Being able to discern any sound of what it can be. Elaborate, Winter. Elaborate. So, Vaughn, yes? You never thought about starting a family? Isn't it lonely living in a place like this all by yourself? Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I'm rarely home anyway. When you're in a position like mine, it's hard to not become a burden to those around you. Besides, I'm just content working on my garden. The tulips are coming in nicely. What about you, Kean? Pushing 30 and you still haven't found yourself a partner yet. This old man's getting worried. I've given up. All my dates ghost me once I tell them about my history. No one wants to deal with a problematic individual. Don't be so pessimistic. There are plenty who will understand that. You were born into circumstances outside of your control. I am curious as to what Kean's circumstances could have been now that I think about it. Was he also in a position like like Terrence with like an abusive home. Who knows? Who knows? Being a late bloomer doesn't automatically make you a monster. Okay. No, I have to show this. This is young Kean's hairstyle. This is basically young Kean's hairstyle. Anyway. All right. So here we go. Actually, I beg to differ. Now you're just being stubborn. Build some worthwhile connections. It'll be good for you. I have you. You practically raised me. I don't count. I meant people closer to your age. How's Darren doing these days? He gets the sense. Stands up. What is it? We're surrounded. Guess it's time. Cassandra knocks at the door. And Kean grabs him. Wait! Don't go with them. They'll hurt you. I'll be fine. Good evening, sir. Miss Cassandra, Mr. Byron, what can I do for you? Nah, you see, Kean had an abilityless father and a mother who left when he was very young. And he built up a resentment to high tiers. And when he got his ability, he quickly became the king of New Florida. The king of New Florida! Bro, the double K. KK Slider up in here. What can I do? The Bureau believes you have been inattentive at your role as headmaster of Wellston Private High School. He looks out and sees the cop cars. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo. You have been charged with negligence, intentional misguidance of your students, and for conspiring against the authorities. Here are our findings. Okay, so Cassandra was still kind of in on this case. So, pulls up. They got his records. Victor. We were instructed to escort you to the Bureau for further questioning. In the meantime, we have a warrant to search your place. While this case is active, your position as headmaster will be temporarily suspended. Maybe, Tube, maybe. I suppose I have no choice but to head over and explain myself. We appreciate your cooperation, sir. Mr. Kean? What's he doing here? All right, let's clear the place out. Roger that. Woo! Cass. Yes, sir. He may seem compliant, but take caution. We'll be right behind you. So they drive off. He's in the handcuffs. I hope those cuffs aren't too uncomfortable for you, Mr. Vaughn. Anything to help the others feel more at ease. Now's my chance to ask him some questions. I noticed you had Mr. Kean over for dinner. Are you two close? You could say that. He was one of my students back in the day. A student? That's right. Back when I was a readjustment instructor, Kean was a juvenile delinquent, a late bloomer with quite a violent history. Well then, the Bureau should thank you for your service. The fact that Mr. Kean is now Wellston's head of security means he's come a long way. He sure has. Though I would have preferred if he found a job independent of me. I've done my best to guide him over the years, but it's hard to deny he's become a bit overprotective. Kean's knocked all officers unconscious, wipes the blood off of his glasses. Opens the door, gets it. He did not buckle up. Kean, you're being unsafe. Sounds like you've done a lot for him. Something I've learned the hard way. No matter how much you try, you can't force someone to change. It takes time and they have to be willing. Otherwise, the results could be tragic. I'm curious, sir. When you were an instructor, what types of adjustment strategies did you apply to your students? The Bureau forbade me to speak of those classes, but I suppose there's no harm in sharing it with a fellow officer. Please, enlighten me. Very well. Our readjustment courses involved absolute mental force in order to guarantee that our students would never offend again. Mental force? Months of repeated psychological torment is enough to destroy anybody. For years, I used my ability to crush each and every student's tenacity and confidence. I watched as the life drained out of these poor, misguided teens. You're exaggerating, Mr. Vaughn. I assure you, I'm not. I proposed many changes to the courses, but they were all denied, so I resigned. Kean was my last student. If what Vaughn's saying is true, then his most recent actions almost make some sense. The reason he's been giving us a hard time is because he doesn't want his students to go through those readjustment classes. He's trying to protect them from the Bureau itself. I believe all humans are born open-minded and well-intentioned. It's too bad the society encourages us to act otherwise. Well said, Vaughn. The grid becomes active. The cars are surrounded. One car goes flying. What the? Careful! It's coming from below us! Cassandra steps out of the car, and there's the man, the myth, the legend, walking up like an absolute menace. Miss Cassandra, kindly release the headmaster. Wait a minute. Gravel's floating around Kean. Maybe he does have Law's ability. There's gravel floating around Kean. Okay. I don't think Kean was like reaching for Cassandra, like, hand him over. I think, because his hand's kind of like this, I think he might be like raising gravel a little bit. Okay. Kean's ability, domain. That's what I'm calling it. His level 7.3. 7.3. Oh, okay. I can't lie. Oh, I'm so excited for next week. I am excited for next week. Next week is going to be fucking sick. Welcome, Zakaria. Welcome. Remember when Oren was a threat and relevant to the story? Sorry, guys, just checking something real quick. I love how Zachariah. I love how the reason why we're shipping Arlo and or Kean and Cassandra now is because they're about to fight. Tell intensity. What do you mean by that, Winter? I don't get that one. The grid. You also, guys, remember, Kean's grid seemingly hit for his passive seemingly encompasses all of Wellston's campus. Nah, Tube, I'm sorry. That can't be a personal theory. That is definitely a common theory among fans. I'm sorry, Blood. You don't get to call that a personal theory. No, I know, Tube. I definitely agree. I definitely think it's very likely that Zeke becomes an Ember agent. I'm saying you don't, like, I don't think that can be a personal theory now. I think that's a very widely accepted theory amongst the fandom right now. Nice voice. I'm going to be real, Winter. Nice voice sounds like a lame passive. It's like, and we already have a lame passive in Blake. Like, I'd rather Hendrick not have a lame passive if I'm being honest. That is true, Tube. That is unfortunately true. I don't know, Nin. We haven't seen it yet. I don't think we've gotten confirmation on what Sarah's passive is yet. I think I don't know. I wouldn't even be being guess. I think Remy has a fairly decent passive. It is good in certain situations. She can sense electrical currents in devices. But now, hands down, John definitely has the best passive. Bro, Mercer, I know. Freaking Kean. I really want to fight between him and Cassandra right now, but also at the same time, I am kind of like, no, they really shouldn't fight. Like, Cassandra is a talker. Is it? I mean, like, Arlo's passive is good, but in, like, certain circumstances. Like, Arlo's is good, but, like, Arlo can still get damaged. I definitely think it's possible that John can leave with the Vigilante crew. But I also think, like, I would prefer that he go with Cameron, honestly. That's my preference for how the story goes. That is true. I'll give you that. Arlo versus Train, but it's just that scene from Invincible. But yeah. I don't know, guys. It's a good episode. It's a really good episode. Enhanced balance due to reinforced inner ear canals as a passive. Yeah, I think that is how I want to see clairvoyance bumped up to the next level. I'm gonna be real. Wait, did we ever get Claire's stat sheet? I don't think we did. Oh, I guess we did. Oh, I don't think we got a stat sheet. Two point three. Claire is just a foreshadowing machine. You're not wrong, unfortunately. You're not wrong, Colton. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know I certainly enjoyed the chapter. Hendrick has an ability now. We are seeing Kean in action. Next week has to be a fight, right? Next week has to be a fight. There's no way that Ura would just like not give us the ability, the stat sheet, and like not use it for a fight next week, right? 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 Anyway, that question of the day, what level is Kean? As for what his ability is called, I'm saying 7.3. He's got domain. But yeah, guys, that will be it for today. Let me know what you all think down below in the comments. Winter, if you or anyone else would like to put some recommendations for the passive of Hendrick, definitely put that down in the comments as well. I know you put a few in Winter, but if you want to suggest a few more, totally can. Guys, that will be it for today. So, as always, everyone, see you, Space Cowboy.